Because when I copy and paste this entire article, this news story, this ridiculous, crazy story, into this particular search engine, this happened. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to absolutely blow your mind, particularly the ending, because I panicked when I found this out. This is a genuine scoop, a world first at the end of this video. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, brand new merch. Check that out, absolutely gorgeous. Go and check it out at isaacbutterfield.shop. Now, with the video. I have been a father now for 3 months. And you know what I do every single morning? I get cried at, I get up, I feed the young fella, and I thought I was just doing that because I'm a lovely dad. Well, it turns out that's incorrect. I actually get up early because I'm a white supremacist. From medium.com, why waking up early is rooted in white supremacy. Good. Great journalism. Just so we're all on the same page, what is white supremacy? Well, it is the belief that white people constitute a superior race and should therefore dominate society, typically to the exclusion or detriment of other racial or ethnic groups. It's a piece of shit mentality, all right? That's what it is. It's ignorance, it's rudeness, it's racism. That's what it is. I don't particularly think getting up early in the morning is that. But anyway, we'll find out, I guess. I do try, once I've changed Atticus's nappy in the morning before I feed him, I try to burn a cross on my neighbour's yard. But, you know, that's not every day. The notion of waking up early and starting your day with the rising sun is often associated with productivity, success, and a strong work ethic. Let me guess, this fucking article was written by some Gen Z piece of Anthony Bernardi. Looks like a soy drinking fuck. Anyway, let's find some of his other work on the website. Okay, here we go. Why trans women must be allowed to compete in women's sport. They must be allowed. Okay, here's what Anthony has to say. Firstly, it's essential to debunk the myth that trans women have inherent and insurmountable advantage over cisgender women in sports. That's all I want to fucking read from Anthony, because that sentence right there is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Of course they do. Men are bigger, stronger, faster. They've got different bone structures. They've got more dense bones than women. Shut up, idiot. But as I said, ladies and gentlemen, there's a shock coming up later on in the video. All right? I'm going to blow your fucking minds about Anthony. Before we go back to Anthony's original article about getting up early and being a white supremacist, how common is white supremacy? How common is racism? Well, you see, it's very common, and people are racist every single day. People use racist words every day. Not just the N-word, a word I wouldn't use, but there are other words that are just as bad, apparently.
10 ways you say the N-word without saying the N-word. If you use any of these terms or phrases in reference to black people, you are just as racist as the person that actually uses the N-word.
Oh, good God, let's see how racist we all are.
Here are the words: thug, ghetto, welfare queen, lazy, race baiter, race grifter, threatening, angry, dangerous. Or you say that we're playing the victim, or we are a diversity hire.
Okay, so sorry to interrupt and be a racist, but what if you are lazy or a thug? Can't we just use those words as descriptors? Is it racist to be accurate, regardless of your skin color? What if you're being accurate? Threatening, angry, and dangerous, that's a human trait. What, black people can't be threatening, angry, and dangerous? Anyone can be threatening, angry, and dangerous. How is this a difficult concept to grasp?
If you say these words or phrases, you are calling us the N-word.
Fucking righto, love. Get some Lexapro and just calm the fuck down. Back to waking up early. In this article, we will explore the origins of the early rising narrative, and how it is rooted in white supremacy, contributing to the perpetuation of racial inequities. So I'll tell you what that sentence means. You know Jocko Willink, this guy? The guy who went super viral with the video Good? Or maybe you know this guy, Andrew Huberman. These guys tend to get up pretty early. And you might think they do that because they're successful, because they're hardworking. Well, I don't know if you know this, but both Jocko and Andrew, massive white supremacists apparently. Fucking KKK white wizards, aren't they? Dickheads. What a fucking ridiculous article. The origins of the early rising ideology. The idea that waking up early leads to success and disciplined life can be traced back to various historical, religious contexts. Suck my balls, how about that? Perhaps we could even just trace waking up early to when the sun comes up, and people used to go to sleep pretty early because the sun went down, it was fucking dark, nothing to do, nothing on TV. TVs didn't exist, obviously. You could look at a wheel for a while, but that's about it. And you could stare at your missus's fucking massive prehistoric bush filled with fucking ants, probably. But after a while, you'd probably get sick of that. So you go to bed and then you wake wake up when the sun gets up. That's where the early rising fucking ideology comes from, you twats. Or this worth ethic has long been considered the essential component of the American dream. And that idea that success can be achieved through dedication and effort. Yes, what a crazy idea that dedication and effort can help you be successful. That's madness, isn't it? The early rising ideology is not inherently racist. Hang on, let me just scroll back to the top and I'll read the headline. Why waking up early is rooted in white supremacy. You could have fooled me, fuckface. However, its connections to white supremacy can be seen when examining the broader historical and social context. Enslaved Africans were forced to work tirelessly from sunrise to sunset, and their white oppressors often use rhetoric of hard work and discipline to justify their inhumane treatment. Okay, slaves, bad. Slaves, bad. Okay, bad. But to blame slavery on white people is like blaming McDonald's fries for fat people. Yeah, sure, they played a role, but it's not the only ones who are guilty. Around 600,000 African slaves were taken. 600,000 too many, I'd like to say. Not pro-slavery, just putting that out there. But, you know, white people haven't had the best time when it comes to slavery either. Some 1 million European Christians were enslaved by Muslims in North Africa back in the day, many moons ago. And now North Koreans are being enslaved by their own people, the Uyghurs when it comes to China. People get enslaved regardless of their skin colour. It's got nothing to do with white people, all right? White people did it, bad, but they weren't the only ones. And I'm pretty sure all of these people made their slaves get up early. Furthermore, the early rising narrative perpetuates the stereotype that you can just say anything and have narrative at the end and you think it makes sense. Perpetuates the stereotype that people of colour are lazy or lack discipline. A ridiculous way to think. Humans are human. Get over it. To dismantle the white supremacist roots of the early rising narrative is essential to challenge the idea that waking up early is inherently virtuous and indicative of success. Waking up early is not indicative of success. How many tradesmen do you know that get up at 4 a.m. every morning and by 11 a.m. the only thing they've achieved is cooking their fucking lungs with vape juice? Creating a more inclusive and equitable society involves redefining our understanding of productivity and success. This means recognizing that and that the traditional 9 to 5 work schedule may not be the best fit for everyone. I agree, 9 to 5, not the best fit for everyone. I don't work 9 to 5. And I guess if I don't work 9 to 5, then I don't believe in getting up early, so I must be Martin fucking Luther King Jr. then. I have a dream of getting up when I want. So where the fuck does this author, Anthony fucking Bernardi, come up with this shit? Where does he get the idea that white supremacists and the KKK and racism has its claws in getting up fucking early? Where does he come up with this? Well, I think I have the answer. I don't think he did. I don't think even the website Medium did. In fact, I don't think Anthony exists. I think Medium used a little thing called ChatGPT to write this article. Because when I copy and paste this entire article, this news story, this ridiculous, crazy story, into this particular search engine, this happened. Your text is likely to be written entirely by AI. What the fuck even is journalism anymore? What the fuck, medium.com, you lazy. Hey, I know how to use ChatGPT. Why don't I become a fucking journalist for medium.com? Let's find out why desks are racist. Oh my God. Desks are racist. Desks are a ubiquitous part of the modern workplace, but they are also a symbol of racism. This is amazing. The very design of desks is based on the assumption that all workers are white, able-bodied, and of average height. This assumption is not only inaccurate, but it creates a barrier for people of colour, people with disabilities, and people with different heights. One of the most obvious ways in which desks are racist is in their size. Desks are typically designed for people who are between 5'8" and 6 feet tall. This means that people who are shorter or taller than average are forced to sit in an uncomfortable position. Finally, desks are also racist in their symbolism. The very act of sitting at a desk implies that people of colour, people with disabilities, and people of different heights are not capable of working independently, ladies and gentlemen. There's the whole article. You can read it if you want. We have cracked the code. We have cracked the fucking code. These websites are so desperate for people to click on their shit articles that they're not even paying people to write them anymore. They're just putting something stupid, ridiculous, dumb, like fucking waking up early is white supremacy or desks are racist into ChatGPT. The AI system produces it and you click on it, I make a video on it and they make heaps of money. We've been fucking duped. Buy the merch, ladies and gentlemen. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East, but X stinks. Toodaloo, au revoir, bye.